Let's go back to the rationale for the listing. You've said you need 500 million rand. The bottom target on that is around about 350 million rand. And it's really, if I understand it, to correct legacy issues that have plagued you for some time from a logistics perspective.
Exactly that. Remember, before May this year, you needed to be a dairy farmer to own a share in Clover. So although it's an iconic brand which has been a great following, it's a household name, we've never had access to capital. It was never followed by the investor community. In May, we decided, with the help of with the full support of the farmers, to de-link the quota, which they've got, to deliver milk to us, and the share. And hence the reason why we're here. So in the past, our factories were all here, and over the last 10 to 15 years, the farmers have migrated down to the coastal areas because it's cheaper to produce milk there on the pastures.
So let me get this right. From a picture perspective, you've had your factories inland, and all the dairy farmers have migrated to the coast. So huge travel expenses that you've had to incur getting the milk to your facilities.
Up to between 12 to 14 hours every day we have to haul up all our milk up here. So that's the one issue where we need to move some of our facilities down to the coast, and for that we would need money. The project is termed Cielo Blue, blue sky thinking, and we've really looked at the whole company and said, where are the legacies of the past? Where are the issues that we need to spend money on? The first obviously being to reposition some of our facilities down to the coast, but secondly we also need a lot of extra distribution capacity that we've almost run out. We're over and above where we need to be, optimum. And part of that money, almost half of that money of the 350 million will be spent on creating sufficient distribution capacities for the next 5 to 7 years.
Because despite being the largest dairy operator in the country, you've got a significant distribution network. You're one of the largest operators.
We're the largest chilled operator with 14,000 delivery points. And the nice thing about it is the milk gives us the frequency to go to the shops almost on a daily basis. And being in the shops on a daily basis, we also have merchandising teams in that. So we've got a very strong merchandising which actually draws the product through the place. And that's the reason why we've got Unilever, Escort and Danone as principals, which we do the deliveries for as well. So we need this capacity to expand.
Now investors are going to badger you about the growth story going forward and potential expansion even beyond South African borders. Is an Africa strategy in the pipeline?
Well, first of all, if we have this capacity, you know, this iconic brand is really in the infant stage. It's never been released. It was the shackles of the past in terms of creating capacity. So nobody really knows in terms of where we're going to end up with this brand if we have the distribution capacities that we're planning to do. And also our principals have got strong growth drives. So that's the one part of it. Then on the other part is we're envied by our competitors in terms of our distribution network.
I was going to ask you about your competitive environment.
So we see some opportunities beyond dairy and in beverages and food even, where we can have some acquisitive growth as well.
Johann, there are obviously viewers out there who would say, what are the challenges that are unique to the dairy industry as it stands? Once you've remedied the legacy issues that you're facing and the logistical problems, are there other major challenges?
We mustn't forget that this is a cyclical business. So every 3-4 years you would have certain surpluses that we need to deal with. But we, in Clover, we've done a lot to mitigate those risk factors. For example, we're out of bulk cheese and powders, which are normally the hardest hit products that you get. So yes, there will be.
So it can be lumpy, what you're saying.
But I think you should look through the cycle and not try to time the market on this one. It is a long-term stock.
Any indication of timing? I haven't seen it come through in the verbiage yet. You've got a lot of work. It's obviously a very exciting period for your company now. Have you given any indication, or would I be jumping the gun on that front?
Look, we've got our own internal aspirations. We're quite aggressive, so we were looking towards the end of the year, beginning of next year. And but it's all part of the process that we have to follow through.
And timing, you're confident about the timing of the listing?
I'm confident about the listing. The timing, there's a lot of red tape that we have to still go through.